My eyeshadow got a little out of hand today. I like it. It's a smoky eye. It's raining outside, so I was feeling a smoky eye, but maybe I'm a little too matchy-matchy to all the props I have in the background. It's Shani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today, ooh, my shirt, awkward. So today I'm going to have a very different kind of favorites video for you. It's basically where I sit down and tell you guys all of my favorite makeup and beauty items that are expensive. Don't get me wrong, you guys know if you watch my videos regularly that I have a very, very big love for all things affordable and all things drugstore. And I've never been that one to think just because something is expensive, it's going to work or it's going to work better than something that's cheaper, because we've all seen that not be the case. We all know that drugstore lipsticks are like the best things ever. But sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's nice to just go and treat yourself. Go treat yourself. Am I saying that phrase right? I feel like it's supposed to be more like treat yourself, like treat yourself. Just no. So I went through my collection and picked out the products that I think are some of the most standout products in my collection. Most of these, if not all of these, are holy grail products. And of course, these are all pretty expensive luxury items. In my opinion, they are luxury items. I know everybody has a different definition of what a luxury makeup item is. To me, a luxury item is something that has a price point that I generally wouldn't want to pay for that particular item. But I also view luxury as something that makes me feel good when I wear it. It's something that's fancier than, say, a Maybelline lipstick or something. I'm not trying to make this video to say I'm bragging or look at all of the super expensive makeup products I have. That's not what this video is. This is meant to be a reference for those of you who are in the market to maybe splurge on something nicer. These are products that I could highly recommend. I think these are products that you guys will not be sorry that you invested your money in. Let's go ahead and start off this video with an eyeshadow palette that is 100% luxury. This is the most expensive eyeshadow palette, at least pre-made eyeshadow palette I have in my entire collection. This is the Viseart #1 Neutral Matte palette. You know what? I need to button this top button. Okay, better. This Viseart palette is amazing. I only got it maybe 4 months ago or so, but I have used the crap out of this palette. I absolutely love it. It is a fully matte palette. Plenty of shades for highlighting, deepening up the crease, transition shades, darkening the outer corner, using as an eyeliner. I have used this palette to death, and I will say this is an $80 eyeshadow palette, which I know is crazy. But the amount of eyeshadow you get in each one of these pans, I've heard, is about double the size you get in like a typical Urban Decay eyeshadow pan or something like that. So this palette will last you a really long time. As for a cream eyeshadow formula that I think is pricey, it's spendy, but in my opinion it is 100% worth it. I have mentioned these a lot on my channel lately. These are the new Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize cream shadows. The shade that I have here is Marie Antoinette, and it is just a very, very gorgeous, kind of like a platinum, taupey, grayish bronze color. I know I got a comment on a favorites video where I mentioned these eyeshadows of someone saying, you haven't even used the product. Why are you even saying that's your favorite? I have used this product so much, but what you guys have to remember is you need the smallest, like a pin drop amount of this to spread it all over your eyes. So I have literally used this at least, I don't know, 20 or 30 times at least, this exact color. And it looks like I've barely even touched it, and that's how little you need. I do want to note that these are not crease proof or like smudge proof. These aren't necessarily a long wearing cream shadow formula, and because I have oily eyelids, I would definitely say you need to put a primer underneath, and you need to top these at the very least with a translucent powder to make them last all day. Cream shadows are just some of the most beautiful shadows when you get them right, and Charlotte Tilbury got these colors right. Another eyeshadow formula that I 100% think is worth the splurge are the Nars Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I have talked about these so much on my channel. I did a full in-depth review and swatch video on the entire collection. I don't think you could go wrong with these shadows. These are best applied with your fingers because they do have that wet to dry, super, super metallic in your face type of glittery eyeshadow. I think these also work really well for that one eyeshadow look if you just want to put it all over your eyelid and smudge it into your crease and kind of blend it out with a brush. They're amazing. The two shades I have here, which are two of my favorites, Himalia, which is just the gorgeous coppery bronzy color, and I'm also completely and totally obsessed with Dione, which is like it's kind of almost like a dark pewter grayish green super metallic color. The last product I want to mention for eyes is a pair of eyelashes. More so a brand of eyelashes. This is the ESQUIDO Mink eyelashes. Now I know Mink eyelashes are kind of a controversial topic, but the ESQUIDO lashes are amazing. I actually have this pair on right now, and I have worn this pair to death. I think this is like the 10th time I've worn this. This is the Lashlorette style. Obviously, they're not in the box. I don't even know why I'm showing you that. They come in a really nice box with rose gold interior. Super, super pretty and cute. These are pretty pricey. For a single pair of eyelashes, I will say they're pretty expensive. I do have a coupon code with ESQUIDO, which I believe is 10% off your order. So if you want to order, I will be sure to put that coupon code and link in the description box. You, of course, don't have to use my link or coupon code if you decide to order from ESQUIDO. I know a lot of different brands that do mink lashes as well, but I particularly love the ESQUIDO ones because I feel like the band is just perfectly contoured to your eye, and it just goes on like, it's like you've worn the lashes like 18 times when you first apply them because they just apply so beautifully. They're really long, so you most likely will need to trim them first. But once you trim them that first time, they just apply like amazing. I've never had a more easy to apply pair of false lashes. Moving into luxury lip product picks. A brand in general that I think just does amazing lip products is YSL. One product I want to mention, it's a newer YSL product to me, but I still think it deserves a place in this video. This is the YSL Tint-In-Oil. The shade I have is number 5. These are a very, very thin, lightweight, super shiny oil. They are literally an oil on your lips. If you don't like the feeling of something oily or kind of greasy on your mouth, you definitely won't like these. They do have a very slight tint to them. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. I use this in place of lip balm all the time. It's something that just lives in my purse, and that's why I wanted to mention it. Another lip product, which is not a lipstick, it's kind of like a lip stain, lipstick, lip gloss hybrid. It's the YSL, oh my gosh, what are these called? The Glossy stains. These are called the YSL Glossy stains. I was like, these are like one of my holy grail lip product formulas. Why can I not remember the name? This is one of those products that takes a little bit of time and a little bit of TLC to make it look good, but once it's on your lips and looking good, it will look good the entire day. The way I apply these is in 3 layers. So I put on 1 layer just using the doe foot applicator. They all have a doe foot applicator. I just put on 1 layer, and then I take my finger and kind of press it into my lips and let it dry. Then I take a second layer and just go over it with another coat, and then I go in with the final coat and apply that. And at the end of this 3-coat process, your lips will look super shiny, super glossy, tons of pigmentation, and once the product starts to wear off after 6 hours or so, you will still be left with a very, very bright, prominent stain. This is literally the best of all worlds in a lip product. I absolutely love it, and I know the drugstore does have some dupes of it. L'Oreal in particular has a dupe that I did do a full dupe video type thing on, and I think the L'Oreal ones are very good. They do the job very well, but I still just have a thing for my YSL one. And I want to talk about 2 lipstick formulas that you probably won't be surprised about, especially this one. You guys all saw it coming, right? The Nars Audacious lipstick. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, Nars isn't luxury, which I think some Nars products can definitely be in that luxury price point. Nars is one of them. This is still a $32 lipstick. For that price, you could buy a Chanel lipstick or a YSL lipstick or a Dior lipstick. So in my opinion, that is still a luxury price point. You guys will see I included absolutely no MAC products in this video because I don't view MAC as luxury. I think MAC is the most affordable, high-end product. I don't see it as luxury. Anyways, back into the Audacious. You guys know I'm obsessed with these if you followed me for any length of time. The shade I have here is called Michiyo. I haven't even worn this shade, to be completely honest. I did swatch it. I love them all. I love them all. I think I have like 25 different shades at this point. Another lipstick formula that I don't think you could go wrong with are the Marc Jacobs. These are the new Marc Jacobs Les Marc Lip Creams. Marc Jacobs released, I think, 20 or 30 different shades, so there's a lot. This shade I have here is called Cora, which is a gorgeous reddish, peachy, orangey, pinky type color. It's a perfect spring and summer color. I absolutely love it, but honestly, once again, I don't think you could go wrong with any of these shades. These retail for $30, so like I said, they're still pretty up there in a lipstick price, but they're gorgeous. And the packaging is magnetic, as is the Nars Audacious. They're beautiful. Sorry if the camera moved, I just kicked my camera stand. That was clumsy. Okay, moving into face makeup items. I'll be completely honest, there aren't a lot of face items that I think are worth the price, at least foundation wise and such, because I have so many. Like my MAC foundation is my holy grail. I have so many drugstore ones that I also love. So there's no like Dior or Chanel or any of those foundations I think is worth it. One thing I do think is worth it is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I know everybody and their mom talks about this product, so I don't want to go too much into the details, but I definitely think this product is expensive. I think it's almost $60 for this bottle. Very expensive, especially for a primer, because it's something that you're not even like seeing on your face. But I promise you, this will change your skin. It will make every foundation you put over it go on like butter. This just makes your skin and your face feel so soft, smooth, flawless. Like I said, there's no foundation I could recommend in this video, but there is a concealer, and I was kind of iffy about including this product. I thought I'd just throw it in anyways. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Once again, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, Nars isn't luxury, but I think this concealer is still almost $30. So for a concealer, that's kind of expensive in my opinion. This shade I have here is Medium Dark 2 Caramel. That's the shade I wear, and I love this concealer for all over my face. I can use it on my blemishes, I can use it under my eyes. It's not too thick or cakey for under the eyes, but it's also not so thin or lightweight that it doesn't cover blemishes, because it basically does it all. As for a face color item, I don't have a blush or anything like that in this video to talk about. I know you guys are gonna be like, what? There's no blush in this video? There isn't, but I can talk about the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Bronze. This is a highlighter. It's a highlighter on me at least. That is absolutely gorgeous. It gives you the most beautiful bronzy glow. And I believe this is almost $50. So it's a pretty pricey highlight. I think it's $50. I know someone corrected me because I said it was like $60 in one of my videos, and someone said, no, it's like 48 or 45 or something. Either way, it's still expensive for a highlight, and I still love it. And the last things I want to talk about are brushes. Generally, I don't talk a lot about makeup brushes on my channel, to be honest. I've done very few videos on makeup brushes, but I do want to mention some very expensive makeup brushes that will change the way you do makeup. I know it sounds dramatic. I know it sounds like I'm totally BSing you, but it's true. These are the Hakuhodo makeup brushes. I picked out 3 to show you guys, but if you've seen any of my iMats haul videos, you guys know I've accumulated quite a few of them. If I were to recommend any, I would recommend the face brushes. This brush doesn't even have a name on it. That makes it easy for me, but basically it's a super soft, I believe this is blue squirrel hair or something like that, ridiculously soft, and it looks like this. It's kind of tapered on the side, it's kind of big, but it's not too big, so you could totally use this as blush, highlight, setting powder. But I also love the Hakuhodo eye brushes. Once again, oh no, this one actually does have a number. This one doesn't, but one of them does. This is the J146. This is a very small wispy crease brush. Mine is looking a little off right now because of the way I had it stored. It was kind of pushing up against another brush. But basically, once again, super soft and pretty small, a nice little wispy brush to just kind of, you know, get highlight or really just lightly blend out the crease or get a color lightly on top of the crease. And then this brush, which I use all the stinking time, and of course it doesn't have a number on it, but this is a very small dome, once again, blue squirrel brush that I just use for outer corner. The Hakuhodo brushes are just some of the softest, nicest quality makeup brushes you will ever get. The eye brushes I don't think are ridiculously priced. These are about the same price as like a MAC eyeshadow brush, so I don't think that's ridiculous. The face brushes can definitely get ridiculous though. I think this was like a $70 brush. So that is everything. That wraps up my luxury makeup favorites, my luxury makeup picks. I know this is it's a different video than I normally do because I like to talk about everything. I like to talk about drugstore and high-end, but I don't generally just make a whole video dedicated to just stupidly expensive things. But I love these products. I hope this video helps if you guys have some occasion, maybe like a birthday or for Christmas or something, and you want to ask for something kind of fancy. I hope this video helps give you guys a nice little reference tool. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know what products you guys think is worth the money, worth the spend, worth the splurge. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys very soon in my next video on Monday. I'll see you then. Bye! Heard that some of these tubes leak, so I have been really careful to kind of put in the applicator. Start off with the big guns. Do I have a boyfriend? Am I in a relationship? Am I dating somebody?